Alright, this time we're going to do a playthrough as Glacius. And normally I would play default, blue, wintergreen, but lately I've been kind of digging the Frozen Blood Glacius, so that's what we're going to rock with. So I've been making character tutorials. I got a link there at the top right, also in the description, so if you have any interest in learning special moves, ultras, all that stuff, for individual characters, I got all that stuff there. I got just a couple more to do, but I'll add them to the list as soon as they're finished. But these playthroughs were kind of like allow me to talk a little bit more about some of the stuff that I didn't cover in the tutorial. So some of it's insignificant, and that's really why I don't include it. But it's also some of it's a little interesting. Like, for instance, one little detail you'll notice around Glacius's legs, he's got this mist effect going on, but it's not always there. So I'm going to show what it is that causes that. And that's his Air Ultra. So Crouching Fierce Punch is an uppercut, and if you do the uppercut, but go ahead and do your Ultra before it actually hits him, then you'll get that. It's way cooler to do if the uppercut depletes their health bar, so that they're technically dead, because the game goes into slow motion at that point, and then the whole Ultra is just like really drug out. I'll try to do that here in a minute. So you'll notice I don't have that mist effect around my feet right now. What it is once you get to 6 bars, you'll get that effect. So we'll build some meter, and as soon as I get to 6, or let's not. There it goes. All right. And then as soon as I spin that meter, right, it went away. Let's do the slow version. There you go. Now, what's really fun to do is to also incorporate the slow ultra, right? So that was already slow, but you can also do slow ultras. So you're basically like stacking slow motion on top of each other, and then also have all the enders so that the ultra goes on as long as possible, so it drags on for like 5 minutes. If I don't pull that off in this gameplay, I'll add it in here somewhere. So another thing I wanted to mention is Glacius's his puddle, right? I mentioned that in the tutorial, right? You can stay in that puddle state, and while you're in that state, you drain meter and it refills your health. Well, when you're in that state, only certain moves will hit Glacius. So the easiest one to remember, I'll put a list on the screen, but just remember that everybody's crouching medium normals will hit him out of it. So that's the main thing to remember. And crouching fierce kick. And then there's some other exceptions with different characters. There's something else I wanted to show. I'm trying to remember what it was. Let's see if we can do some finish moves or something. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Orchid's always just right at the end. He just turns into like a professional right at the end. It's weird. Yeah, I think Glacius is probably his air enders. That's my favorite, because like I showed this with other characters. You've seen other people do it, I'm sure, but like with Jago, you can do a fierce slide and then execute your ender until you get your air ultras and things like that. But I think Glacius has the best ones, because the way to knock him in the air is with the uppercut. So even if you missed your ender, it still looks cool, and all of the enders end up looking pretty neat. And you can actually do some cool stuff, like his uppercut ender You see how it's side swap right there? So Glacius doesn't have a side swap ender, right? Other than, I guess, his 5th. But you're not gonna always have access to that. So, but yeah, so you can actually do side swaps if you really want to by doing the air version. I'm gonna try to do this air. I'm gonna do this air ultra again, but on here. Oh no! All right, so that was, I know what happened there. So I did crouching fierce punch and then tried to do the ultra, but what happened is I pressed down fierce punch and I did the quarter circle forward really quickly, and so what it actually registered was me holding fierce punch, rotating forward and letting go. Maybe that sounds complicated, I don't know, but basically just pressing the button down and then up immediately, that counted as 2 different inputs. That counted as down fierce punch, and then you can hold a button, like right now I'm holding fierce punch, and I can rotate forward and let go. So that's what happened there. So it's actually good practice, even though I didn't do it there. When you do the uppercut, keep holding fierce punch, that way that doesn't happen. Alright, and then also, yeah, you can do your slow enders. I mentioned that in some videos, I don't remember which ones, maybe the basic tutorial, but if you do your input twice, like quarter circle twice, you get a slow version, and it also gives you 1 block a meter. If I could, man, I was trying to throw the super. It's on my show with characters that have projectiles against. Yeah, I'm playing on the pad, so it's not making as much noise with the arcade stick. And I have a hard time with the half circle. I have a hard time with it anyway in KI2. It's always it seems really picky. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, there's a lot of times where I mess up super moves. But yeah, my tutorials, I have the arcade stick, obviously, but I think when you see it on screen and hear it at the same time, it's not as annoying as just hearing it. So I need to do his other finish move. I need to throw that super in there too. Now, if you're fighting Glacius, his puddle uppercut beats his puddle uppercut as long as you're the second one to do it, right? As long as you do it as a counter. There you go. Alternatively, you would want to do, let's see if that's the laser sword, you'd want to do the grab. Like, as far as the openers go, I was trying to wait for him to do it, but his grab would beat the uppercut. Oh yeah, and if you're jumping, right, and you're gonna land on a fireball, you could do that while you're in the air. Do the puddle move. Need to build some more enders. Oh man, I didn't actually mean to do the super. That's what's great, right? I tried to do the parry, I got the super. When I try to do the super, I get the parry, you know? Yeah, I was trying to parry, I was trying to do something kind of dumb. Oh well. We'll just go ahead and end that. You can actually do that. I showed in the Jago playthrough where I was rambling about doing like knocking somebody down and still pulling off their ultimate. You can do that with Glacius. I find it to be very difficult to do, but yeah, you can do the uppercut and then do that icicle one that I just did. Oh wow, stood right up into that. Long enough. Yeah, I need to start showing the healing. Because the healing works really well against the computer. Right, so you go down into your little puddle state, I talked about it, you can heal, but the cool thing is that, right, if you parry and then do his ice pick move, it'll dizzy the opponent. Well, never mind. Why would I assume that the computer would allow me to do something? Anyway, you can dizzy the computer, and they don't like try to shake out of it really quick like an actual player would do. So you have plenty of time to just kind of sit there and charge it up. So that was actually a super linker into the ender. I just gotta go into this because I can do it. Just go ahead and finish it so I don't lose. So it's actually cool if you build up a whole bunch of, you build up all your enders, right? So that you're at level 4. You do Glacius's parry. You do his medium uppercut. That does 3 uppercuts. Then you do the super linker, which is 5 uppercuts, and then you do the ender, which is 4 more. So it's just like, it's just a total barrage of the exact same move back to back. It's actually kind of cool. This might be tough. Yeah, this is the only thing that sucks, man. Like, this is just on medium, but you start to get to where you can't really do your combos because they get broke after, like, the second hit, and also the computer will just block, like, everything you do. Perfectly on cue, I always say this, like, whatever I say, like, the computer's gonna do the opposite. So I'm like, oh, they block everything. So then, of course, he doesn't block. So I'll just keep saying that. Yeah. Computer blocks everything. Yep. It's dumb. Oh yeah, I should do his mini. I should have been doing his mini ultra. Mini ultra is cool as an air ender as well. And Glacius can do a wake up with the puddle or his ice pick. Wow. Terrible. You can also pull that off with like the air version, but it just doesn't grab them, so it's kind of dumb. But you can do the uppercut. It's like going slow-mo, and then yeah. I need to do some throat. Man, I'm forgetting everything. That's the only thing that I hate about doing commentary while I'm playing, because like I'm concentrating on 2 things at the same time. And while I can play the game while I'm talking, like I start to go on autopilot and do the same stuff and forget about some of the cool things that I want to show. So I might do, on the next one, I might just, what would be the next one? I think it's Tusk, right? So I think on Tusk video, I might just record the video and then commentate afterwards and just see how that works out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll give it a go. So there's the mini ultra after I've done the uppercut. Kind of fun. I still haven't made it to the 5th ender yet. There's 3. Nope. I still gotta show that charge, or the health regeneration. Oh, I'm stupid. I even explained, and don't do that in in the tutorial. Like, look, don't use Glacius's super throw when their health is low, because it scales it so much. Like, you saw how low the health was, and it did like what, 2% or something. Whereas if they're higher in their health bar, it does a ton. Sometimes if you're in a combo though, it will still do a lot of damage. Oh, thanks. Give me that MK2 double sweep. Go for 3. See, here we go, all right? I'm gonna just instant breakers. Man, instant. I was really trying to parry right there because that would have been a perfect time to do the health recharge I was talking about. Let's do it anyway. All right. Let's see, he stays dizzy, and then you can. He looked like he was trying to shake out of it a little bit, but yeah, your other characters, they typically don't. I was really hoping he'd do the fireball right then, and I'd grab him. Oh well. Yeah, especially early on, you dizzy them, and they just wait it out, and it takes forever to recover if you don't press any buttons. Now I don't have like the best strategy against Gargos with Glacius, but right, was I even in a combo? You can attempt to do what I'm doing with these other characters, right? Do the fireball into the opener, but you can't just instantly go into the ice pick, so I have to do a manual, and he'll probably break it, but we'll see. There we go. Maybe I can just do that. A little lame, but you know, so is he, so it's all right. Instant breaker again. That's what happens. Well, come on, dude. Oh man. We'll just do that. I guess that was chip damage. I don't know. Either way, he's dead. Who cares? Yeah, that works out. Now, Glacius's ending is based on whether you kill Sabrewulf or not, and also it's something to do with his stage, right? The ship, like there's pieces that can break off of the ship, and I think that is one of the things that determines his ending. I forget if it's the piece that's all the way over to the right of the stage, or if it's the little control panel on the ship. I don't really remember, but either way, those are the factors that change his ending. Well, cool. So I've got as I say, I've got individual character tutorials and a basic character tutorial. It's basically talking about the combo system itself in KI2. So, and then I've got some playthroughs I've been doing of each character. Next tutorial is going to be Sabrewulf. I've recorded it. I'm editing it now, and that should be coming out real soon. And then we'll have Maya's tutorial. So, all right. So with that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Okay.